everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Rams going up against the Vikings. So with that, let's get up to the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete over the middle to Hardy. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Over! Here we go! Gun!
Slot man moves right. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Leopard!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Leopard!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
No, check, Patriot, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. So 2nd and 10 here.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Hurry up, here we go!
Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the I. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the task.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here's a look at the starting offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down.
Tight right. 3 down.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Now let's go.
Down he goes.
Hey, guys, check me out. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on 2nd and 10 now.
34, eyes on 34. Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriots.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
All right, now look at 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. A 10-yard penalty there on 1st down, so now 1st and 20.
Hey, Detroit now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Double tight. We got 4. Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd down following the incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Rams getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
He's got it. Hit the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go!
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks. And
now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Stephon Diggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Taylor. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Complete over the middle to Hardy. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. To throw is Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go!
After the interception, in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. So they dump off the pass, get the completion, but couldn't get out of the end zone, partner.
You don't see that very often either, Brandon. A team backed up, trying to complete a pass, but a complete one that's so close to their own end zone that it turns into a safety. That's rare.
And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You could make it a 2-score swing.
That stinging is probably that shot you take to the body. But now they can hit them in the chin with a big one, can't they? I mean, they go right up and smack them and really create a great advantage for themselves.
An opportunity to take advantage. We'll see if they do just that. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Hicks
coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Nice play, baby. Nice play. Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Alert. Alert.
They'll come out in the pistol.
19.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, it's Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Let's go.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
Yeah.
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And you see zone defense, and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 3rd down, Taylor hit. He lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Taylor finding time. It's caught inside the 25. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Another pistol look here. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor, and that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Sharif Floyd.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 22 Ohio.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Flex Ohio. Ohio.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. So he was able to complete the pass, but he's also going to have to shake off the cobwebs after that hit.
I don't know how he saw anything downfield with that pass rush in his face, yet he stepped up and delivered.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
He's going to let it fly. A huge loss on the play. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Tight right. Here we go.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Ohio.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And quickly they get to the line.
Flex round. Let's go. Ryan 38.
3rd and 2. Now Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
34, eyes on 34.
Let's go. What? No.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
We got 4. We got 4.
All right, here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look.
Green 39.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to